Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12 with your weekend sports anchor, Miguel Mike Medina. The World Series has been nothing short but impressive. There's no lopsided victories. The first two games, it has gone to the Dodgers. Game one, however, it will go down as a classic. Freddie Freeman hit the biggest home run in Dodgers history since Kirk Gibson in Game 1 of the 1988 World Series. Freddie Freeman has been banged up this postseason, especially in the NLCS. But in Game 1 of the World Series against the Yankees, off pitcher Nestor Cortes, who had no business pitching out of relief, he hit a game-winning grand slam in the 10th inning to beat the Yankees 6-3. The Yankees had a chance to steal Game 1 in Los Angeles, but they didn't get the job done. This was a great moment for Freddie Freeman, the Dodgers, his family, and as a lifelong Yankee fan, in a way, it made me smile a little when I saw that grand slam, because Freddie Freeman, even when he was in his days with the Braves, still is my favorite first baseman of the game, because the way he plays the game, his leadership, he seems like a terrific human being. His life story is unbelievable. It's hard not to like Freddie Freeman. If you get to know his story and watch him play for so many years, and he's a former NL MVP, then you would appreciate the kind of player he is. He is great for the game of baseball. So for him to have this moment on his resume, I mean, when it's all said and done, they're going to show this clip in terms of highlights of his career. And if the Dodgers win it all, forget about it. Forget about it. He already has a championship under his belt with the Braves in 2021. And he has a chance of getting a second one on his resume, but with the Dodgers. I'm not going to rip Aaron Judge because that's too easy, and there are already so many other people are doing it. But to me, it's no surprise that he's not performing. He's been doing this since 2017, and I'll just leave it at that. Juan Soto, he had a solid performance in Game 2. Anthony Volpe, that strikeout in the 9th inning in Game 2, disgusting. Yamamoto, he pitched solid against the Yankees. And listen, the way the Yankees are hitting, I'm not surprised, because the Yankees in the postseason for years now, they struggle with men on base. All right? They struggle with men on base. It happened in Game 1, and it happened again in Game 2, especially in the 9th inning. They had chances, they just didn't capitalize. And now the Dodgers are holding on to their breath, because Shohei Ohtani, when he went to steal second base, it's weird because it didn't look like he was that hurt, but then he stayed there for a while. So we don't know what's going to be the status of him for Game 3. So the Dodgers are holding on to their breath, but the Dodgers could still win without him. So they've been in this position before. Now, if you're the Yankees, you have to win 4 of the next 5. But you have to, and I repeat, you have to win Game 3. Basically, you have to win all 3 games at home. Because if you go back down 3-2 to Los Angeles, chances are no good. But clearly it's code red for the Yankees. And I really don't know. I can't say nothing about Giancarlo Stanton or Gleyber Torres. My thing with the Yankees is Aaron Judge, Aaron Boone. Their pitching, so-so. But so far, it's Aaron Boone and his tend to overmanage and make ridiculous moves in the postseason. He's been doing this since he came to the Yankees. And Aaron Judge being Aaron Judge as always in October. But game 3 will be on Monday night as the Yankees are trying to get on the board in the series. As for college football, Ohio State, they managed to get a victory over Nebraska. Nebraska gave them a little scare, especially in that fourth quarter, but Ohio State's defense stepped up and they sealed the deal. Alabama got very physical with Missouri. They absolutely dismantled them, 34-0. My Miami Hurricanes, the run game and their defense won this game against their rival Florida State Seminoles. They won 36-14. Florida State, they tried to pressure Cam Ward. They tried to make him to force turnovers, but they couldn't. However, the silver lining for the Seminoles in this game is that they were the first and only team this season so far to hold Cam Ward to less than 300 passing yards. But it was nice to see that the Hurricanes defense redeemed themselves, because in the last 3 games, they gave up an average of 39 points, which is absolutely unbelievable. It's unacceptable. But they held Florida State to under 20, and I expected that. So good job on the defense, good job on the running game. Damian Martinez, I'm glad he got some shine. Mark Fletcher Jr. as well. And Mark Fletcher Jr., he played with a heavy heart because 2 days ago he found out that his father passed away. And so for him to score the first touchdown was beautiful to watch. The first touchdown of the game. And now the Miami Hurricanes will play against a team of this color right here, which is the Duke Blue Devils. They've had a successful season under Manny Diaz. They're 6-2 this year. So the Miami Hurricanes need to step up and take this team seriously. The good thing that they will be playing at home, but they need to take care of business against the Blue Devils. And off to hockey. Sergei Bobrovsky, he reached number 400, so congratulations to him. So far, he is one of the top 3 or top 5 candidates for the Vezina Trophy Award. I know it's early, but you just can't help but talk about who's in the MVP race so far, who is this, who's that for each category early on in the season. But in terms of goalies this year so far that are performing well, I see him. I see Philip Gustafsson, even though he had a horrible performance Saturday. But overall, he's been doing great so far, besides yesterday. Who else? Igor Shesterkin, my guy, of course, New York Rangers fan over here. And now I have a new team to root for. Why? Because I write for them, and that's Utah Hockey goalie Connor Ingram. In my opinion, he's a top 5 candidate for Vezina Trophy. He's 27 years old. He's in his prime, and I'm really rooting for this guy to have a great, successful season and stay healthy. They just got to continue winning. This team goes as long as he continues to protect the net and not allow more than 3 goals a game. He has to keep it 3 and under for each game. And last but not least, I'm not going to say much about this one. We have NASCAR. Today, we're down to the championship 4. Will Joey Logano could win it all this year again for the 3rd time in his career? He's my favorite NASCAR driver in the game. I like Tyler Reddick. I like Christopher Bell. I like Kyle Larson. But I wouldn't mind if I see none of those either one of those four guys wins. So yeah, we'll be tuning in. NASCAR. What else we have? Oh yeah, I just gotta say this. I have lost respect for Ken Griffey Jr. And you guys might think that this is not a big deal. You're sounding jealous. For him and his father, Ken Griffey Sr., to appear in Crypto.com Arena, which is a ridiculous name, for LeBron and Bronny James to be on the court together at the same time, I don't want to hear comparisons, all right? Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr., they earned, and I repeat, they earned to make it to the pros. And Ken Griffey Jr. was better than his dad. He was the first overall pick. And just look what Jr. did with his career. And Sr., he had a good career as well. He was part of the Big Red Machine. But they both earned to make it to the pros. Bronny James did not earn it. It was pure nepotism. It was fueled by LeBron James and his camp. So I don't want to hear the comparisons. It's ridiculous. But the fact that Ken Griffey Jr. and his father participate in this, it's an embarrassment for the NBA. It's an embarrassment for the Lakers organization. Again, this is not to sound jealous, but it's the fact that there were more players that more deserving to get drafted ahead of Bronny James. He doesn't belong in the NBA yet. He has a lot of work to do. He needs to be in the G League, and he will be in the G League. But that's all I have for you guys for today. I'm not going to make this a 30-minute or an hour episode. I'm not going to drag this out. So I feel like that here is good enough. But thank you for watching this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go to my online store, mikesproduct.shop, all right? And you guys know the message. Have mutual respect. No. That's for my other podcast. But be safe, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday with sports. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.